Hello and welcome to Roma Loves Yoga. Today we are going to do a sequence focusing on the hips. So meet me in extended child's pose. Use any props you need to. You are in control of your practice today. Bring the toes to touch, take the knees as wide as you want to, and melt your heart down into the mat. And just start to breathe. Tune into your body. Let the day's experiences fall into the ground. And allow yourself to acknowledge how the body feels today. Bring yourself up to a box position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Breathing in, roll those shoulders open, sending the chin and seat up towards the sky. Pause here and take a few deep breaths. Just being careful not to dump the weight into your lower back here. Continue breathing. Now when you exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin and pull the belly button up towards the spine. Push the floor away from you, feeling the stretch all the way into the shoulders. Keep breathing steady and long. Now begin to move here, synchronizing the breath with movement. Breathe in, chin and seat up. Breathe out, round the spine and tuck the chin. Move with your breath, keeping the movement nice and fluid. Just getting some flexion into the spine. Now we're going to move into our first downward dog. So bring the spine back to a neutral alignment and take the hands one step further away from you. You need to spread into the fingers, so you want that middle finger pointing forwards and you want to grip into the mat, pressing into the base of the thumb. This is really important to protect the wrists. Tuck the toes under and start to move the tailbone up towards the sky. It is far more important to get a strong, straight spine, so if you have tight hamstrings, bend the knees as much as you need to, and just move the chest towards the thighs here. Remember to breathe while you are here, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, maybe shaking the head out yes and no. Lengthen through your back, soften the knees so you can feel the benefit of that stretch up and down the spine. Just start to pedal out the legs here, straighten one leg and bend the other, moving the heel towards the back of the mat to get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Just moving from one leg to the other. And then just come to stillness. Bend the knees slightly, looking up towards the hands, and start to walk the feet up towards them, hinging at your hips at the top of the mat. Then come and crouch down, making yourself into a small ball. You can use a rolled up blanket underneath the heels here to help you. Use your hands to help you stabilize. Just breathing here, for 3, 2, 1. Then just allow yourself to roll down onto your back. Bring both knees in towards the chest for a half-wind pose. Interlace the fingers around the shins and allow the shoulders to relax. Extend the right leg down into the mat, keeping hold of the left leg with the left hand. Just draw the left knee towards the left armpit. Then take the left hand out to the side of you and the right hand to the outside of the left knee, and allow the knee to come across the body and fall all the way into the floor. Allow the left shoulder to come away from the mat if it needs to, and just start to relax into the pose. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, allow the big muscles to let go. Enjoy that gentle twist in the spine as you breathe in and out. Bring the knee back to the top now and place the right foot into the mat. Put the left foot over the knee and create a figure 4 with your legs. Place the left hand on top of the left knee and just gently push it away from you, opening up the hips. And thread the needle through the gap and take hold of the back of the right thigh. Use your exhalation to draw the knee in towards the chest. As you breathe in, back off slightly, and exhale, draw the knee closer. Keep moving with your breath here. You should feel the stretch in the hips. Place the right foot back into the mat and then bring yourself up onto your forearms. You have the option to stay here if you want to, or if you want, you can bring yourself up onto your hands. Stay relaxed through the shoulders and focus on your out breath here and send that breath to the areas where you feel tension. Now slide the right foot further away from you and bring the left foot down to the ground. You want the right heel to be close to the body and the left heel to be slightly further away from you in the middle of the body. The heels should be in line with each other. Just allow the body now to fold over the feet as much as feels comfortable. Allow the head to release to the floor, dropping some of the tension in the neck down to the mat. And breathe. Gently bring the torso back up and take the left leg back so the left thigh is in line with the top of the mat and the calf in line with the side of the mat. The right calf should be in line with the top of the mat and the thigh with the side of the mat. Flex the feet here to protect the knees. Place your hands out in front of you and breathe here. You want the hips to be square. If this is too intense, feel free to adjust the calves back slightly, just to remove the intensity from the hips. Now you can either stay here for a few more breaths, or as you breathe out, lower the chest towards the ground, and as you breathe in, come back up, moving one breath, one movement. So you can stay static here if you want to, or you can take that movement into your practice. If you are moving, try to keep the weight even through both hands, staying square through the hips to the top of the mat. Let's all bring ourselves up now and place your hands behind you, bringing both of your feet into the mat and keeping your sit bones into the mat here. Just drop both knees to the right and then to the left, just giving the hips a little release. Come over onto your hands and knees again and bring your left foot forward into a lunge. Feel free to heel toe the left foot to the top corner of the mat to make room for the body, and you can use your blocks here if you want to. Sink forwards, feeling the stretch down the back leg hip flexor, and be careful not to overshoot the knee over the ankle. Just breathe here into the stretch. As you breathe in, bring the torso up to where the head, heart and hips meet, and the hands to heart center. Tuck your tail under so you aren't hanging out in your lower back, and create tension in the legs by drawing the left ankle and right knee towards each other. As you breathe in, create length in the torso, and as you exhale, twist through the body, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. And breathe here. You should feel the belly pushing in and out of the thigh as you breathe in and out. Now bring the right hand down to your block or to the floor and float the left one up to the ceiling, taking a breath in and a breath out. Bring the hand back down and come back to your box position. Prepare your hands for the downward dog, spreading them wide, tuck the toes and pushing the hips up and back. Remember that your backbone should be straight and the legs can be bent here. Breathe. Now bend the knees slightly, looking up towards the hands, and start to walk the feet up to meet them. Hinging at the hips, come and crouch down. Make yourself as small as possible, remembering your rolled up blanket if you need it. Use the hands to keep you stable here. Then allow yourself to roll down onto your back. Pull the left knee in towards the body and take hold of the ankle with the left hand. Taking the foot up towards the ceiling, then bending at the knee and drawing it towards the right armpit into half happy baby pose. Just take a couple of breaths here. and then release the leg down to the floor. Just bring the left leg into the chest and release it back down, and then do the same on the other side, and just notice the difference between the two. So now let's do this on the other side. Bring both knees in towards the chest for your half wind pose, interlacing the fingers around the shins, and allow the shoulders to relax once more. Just rock gently from side to side here to massage the lower spine into the floor. Come to stillness and extend the left leg down into the mat, keeping hold of the right leg with the right hand, and just draw the knee towards the right armpit. Then take the right hand out to the side of you and the left hand to the outside of the right knee, allowing the knee to come across the body and fall all the way into the floor. Allow the right shoulder to come away from the mat if it needs to, and just start to relax into the pose. Try to allow gravity to take hold here, letting the muscles be heavy. Bring the knee back to the top and place the left foot into the mat. Place the right foot over the left knee and allow the right knee to fall out to the side. Place the right hand on top of the knee and just gently push it away from you. Then thread the hands through the gap and take hold of the back of the left thigh. Use your out breath to draw the knee in towards you, and your in breath to move it away. Breathing in, away, and breathing out towards you. One breath, one movement. Place the left foot back into the mat and then bring yourself up onto your forearms. Now stay here if you did before on the other side, or bring yourself up onto your hands. Relax your shoulders and use your exhalation to release areas of tension. Now slide the left foot further away and bring the right foot down to the ground. Left heel close to you, right one further away. Heels in line with the mid-body. Release the torso over the legs here and surrender the head towards the floor. And breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the torso back up and take the right leg back so the right thigh is in line with the top of the mat and the calf in line with the side of the mat. The left calf should be in line with the top of the mat and the thigh with the side of the mat. Remember to flex the feet. Place your hands out in front of you and breathe. Lengthening through the torso, make sure the hips are square to the top of the mat. Remember, if this is too intense, feel free to adjust your calves back slightly. Now if you want to, you can take that movement, pushing up on the in-breath and coming down on the out-breath. Just move with your breath here, or feel free to stay still if you want to. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, coming down. Let's all bring ourselves up now, and then place the hands behind you, bringing both of your feet into the mat and keeping that bony part of the bottom into the floor. Just allow the knees to drop to the right and then the left for that hip release. Come on over to your hands and knees again and bring your right foot forward into a lunge. Feel free to heel toe the front foot to the top corner of the mat. Just make room for the body. Use your props if you want to, and sink forwards into the stretch. Just feeling that in the back leg, but being mindful of that front ankle. And we will be here for 2 more breaths. As you breathe in, bring the torso up to where the head, heart and hips meet, and bring the hands to heart center. Tuck that tail ender to protect the lower back, and create tension in the legs by drawing the right ankle and the left knee towards each other. As you breathe in, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, twist through the body, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Try to lengthen on the inhale and twist maybe a millimetre more on your exhalation. Now bring the left hand down to your prop or the floor and float the other one up to the ceiling. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Bring the hand back down and come back to your box position. Prepare your hands for downward dog, tucking the toes and pushing the sit bones high and back. Lengthen through the spine and bend the knees as much as you need to. Now looking up towards the hands, start to walk the feet up towards them, hinging at the hips in a forward fold, before coming down into a ball, making yourself as small as possible. Take the blanket here if you want to, and use your hands to keep you stable. Then allow yourself to roll down onto your back. Pull the right knee in towards the body and take hold of the ankle with the right hand, taking the bottom of the foot up towards the ceiling and bending at the knee, drawing it towards the armpit. Half happy baby. Take a couple of breaths here before releasing the leg back down to the floor. And that's it. Thank you for practicing with Roma Loves Yoga. I hope to see you again soon.